Testing, testing. I believe we are live. Hello, this is Jade Robertson checking in on a Monday evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Without further ado, just going to jump right on in here. We're having a little Figures film live stream tonight. My name is Jade Robertson. I'm the producer on the project. And first, but not last, I'm going to talk to you about what we're doing here. The logline of the project is we have a highly dangerous and volatile criminal organization is running the delivery of an invaluable item, but things don't go according to plan when the appearance of a mercenary from a rival crime syndicate poses a threat to their entire operation. Or does it? Just want to let everybody know that we currently have an Indiegogo campaign ongoing here on Indiegogo. And this is for our film Figures that we've been working very hard on. We've got Jamie Haglin, who's the creative vision, the creator behind all of this. As well as,
hi, my name is Jamie Haglin.
There he is.
I'm a stunt performer for film and television.
Just letting everybody know that we've got this awesome Indiegogo page ongoing, director's vision, inspirations and aesthetic, location, our team, Jamie, myself, Simon, Paul, budget deets, and your donation. Hey, Paul. I'm going to bring you in a few minutes, Paul. We're gonna go live very soon. So without further ado, I think I should do a little bit of an intro for each of our creative team members here and just kind of talk about their bios a bit. So we have Jamie, who, when it comes to stunts and action filmmaking, Jamie Haglin is obsessed. His fascination with different movement styles and love for action cinema directly lent itself to his decision in pursuing a career in professional stunt work for film and television. The passion developed from a young age, going through many unique stages, including improv theater, dance, and stage combat. Jamie has performed on countless occasions with several improv troupes, been cast in numerous amateur theatrical productions, and has worked on various indie films and commercial sets as a stunt performer and actor. His physical training background consists mostly of wrestling, kickboxing, mixed martial arts, tricking, and stage combat, including weapons training for several sword disciplines, bow staff, and more. From practicing martial arts to training fight choreography, he is consistently working to physically improve and learn all there is about the film industry and stunt community. He's super excited to gain critical experience from this project, and if all goes well, he hopes to workshop new ideas and create more opportunities for other up-and-coming artists. That's Jamie. I see Jamie, Simon, and Paul in here, so I'm just going to run through these bios super fast, and I'm going to bring you all in. Simon Fletcher Lee was born in China. His father, Li Ting-hu, was an actor in Chinese cinema, and Simon was inspired to work in the film industry himself when he grew up. While in China, Simon began practicing wushu at the age of 8. At the age of 11, Simon moved to Canada and started a new life in a new country. He then started training in kickboxing under coach Eric Miller and Julian Lewis. After years of training, Simon competed in kickboxing at a national level. When he finished school, he started his career in film as an amateur stunt performer, and after some time, he slowly started to get the hang of things and began coordinating small non-union projects. As a fight choreographer, Simon's main inspiration stems from his love of the old and new age Hong Kong-style cinema, scene fighting. Several projects Simon has worked on are Flee the Light, Psycho Gorman, Contracts, He Likes It Rough, On the Ropes, and more. For this project, Simon hopes to bring new and exciting fight scenes to the audience. Last but not least, Paul Persich. Highly innovative narrative filmmaker with 6+ years of storytelling experience of directing, editing, writing, and DPing video content. He's directed over 15 short films and has been featured in such festivals like the Toronto Independent Film Festival, a semi-finalist in the Atlantic Film Festival, and a Platinum Award winner at the Independent Shorts Awards for Best Student Director at LA. Also an award-winning cinematographer for the Canadian Cinematography Awards Film Festival 2021. Paul Persich graduated from Ryerson University Film Studies program and developed a deep love and talent for the arts. I'm Jade. You already know about me, so here we go. I'm going to bring everybody else in here. So we got Jamie. First and foremost. Come on in, Jamie. Sending invites to Simon. Sending invites to Paul. Yo. What is going on? Yo, Simon, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
How's it going, everybody?
Very well, very well. Bringing Paul in as well, I believe. A few moments here.
All right.
Nice,
going well.
Nice.
Going well, always.
Happy Monday, gentlemen. Here we are.
Nice to see all these faces together.
Absolutely. This is exciting, man. Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up?
What's going on?
Hey, it's good to see you guys. Oh, that was beautiful. Wonderful. I don't even know.
Yeah, happy Monday.
Here, man.
Start to another
so
stressful
smooth,
week.
so fast.
All right, talking stick rules. Jamie first. Jamie, you get the talking stick. Jamie's having buffer issues.
Leg.
Simon's pretty good, Paul. You're pretty good too. You guys are you're coming through. Simon, I'll throw the talking stick over to you. How's it going, man?
Oh, not bad. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah? You guys having a great day?
Absolutely. Just had some dinner, had some adobo. It was lovely. Some leftovers from the weekend. Had a good weekend. How was your weekend?
It was all right. It wasn't like special or anything. It was like a weekend.
We lost Jamie.
Oh no.
How about you, Paul? How was your weekend, man?
Really good, really good. I'm actually just kind of recovering after like I've shot for 7. It was like a big big narrative film, but
Cool.
I'm recovering. I got some good sunburn, but
Excellent.
Father's
Excellent.
Day.
Welcome back, Jamie.
Thank you. Sorry, I think my internet's crap, so I just went on my data instead. Suffer for that later.
I just want to make this. I just want to say this one big thing to Jamie right now. Jamie, thank you for bringing us together to bring Figures to life. This is an honor for me, man. I'm excited about this film. It's really awesome, dude.
I'm pretty
Sure, buddy.
pumped. I mean, we got a great crew so far. I mean, I'm really happy with our creative team. I mean, Paul comes highly recommended from several people in my inner circle, so it was no question that I wanted to message him about it first. And I was super happy that he pulled on. And I'm really excited to show him the stuff that Simon and I have been cooking up. And it's gonna be a great time. And obviously Simon, like I've been inspired by Simon for the last 2 years or so. So it's been an honor
thanks.
to work with Simon and to have him pull onto this project. And of course, Jade, I've worked with you before, and I know your producing abilities and your meticulous nature. So having you on board and helping drive this project forward is just something that makes me really happy. I'm really happy with the team we've got going forward, and things are really starting to move. It's really starting to move. So I'm excited. I'm stressed, but I think that's a good thing.
I think that I had a realization today, Paul. I found a video by one of the actors that we just recently cast, and I believe you might know him, Adam Daniel Meze.
Yes, that's right. Yep, I do know him.
How do you know Adam? And what's this is your chance to shit talk? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, he's a funny guy. We actually go way back when I was back in school a few years ago. And him and I collaborated with a business called Razzmatazz of Reel. I don't know if he mentioned to you about it, but he wanted to help out local actors with their film reels, and so we created content for the actors for them to put on their reels, and we collaborated probably for about like a year on that, and we went separate ways for a bit, but we're always in touch, and it's always good to work with him, so that's really cool.
That's fucking sweet.
Well,
Yeah.
man, I'll tell you what, he blew us away with his audition, and
Wow.
honestly, Jade and I were like smiling ear to ear when he auditioned, and right after we finished, we're like, he's our guy. He's our guy.
No doubt.
His dedication's up there, man. He goes right in.
You should have heard the monologue he prepped for us and all the different takes he did on our sides. It was crazy. He came prepared, like he was like auditioning for a feature, like a big blockbuster feature film.
I'm just glad Paul can vouch for him because he's that good of an actor where I didn't know if he was acting or not.
Yeah, honestly, like this has to be his personality, right?
Or,
Surprising to all of you guys, but like this is like normal for him, man. He's always like this. He's a crazy math scientist.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But while we're on you still, Paul, maybe tell everybody like just your experience getting involved as a director, DP, and just kind of like curious about like what I guess your emerging career has been going like.
Well, actually, growing up, I was also a martial artist. I did Goju-Ryu, and for about 15 years. So action cinema has always been something up my alley, and I love shooting it. Aquam, of course, who we met, Jamie, and
Yep.
I love shooting action cinema. It's like a dance. Honestly, it's really really exciting, and there's so many creative ways to do it. I've never directed action myself before, but I have been very close with narrative drama, and I love character pieces. I like people stories, and I feel like with melding both those two genres, it could be like the best films out there. You know, the action, the drama. So when I read the script, I was like, this is exactly it. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah. We're gonna make some brilliant action. I know, like I said, Simon and I are cooking up some fun stuff, and now that we got Adam on board, he's gonna be closing out the show on this film too, pretty much. And I'm excited to see. I'm pretty sure he's pretty excited. When I told him that he's pretty much got the final monologue in the film, I think he got a little excited, a little pumped for it.
He's gonna be on lead. Gently,
Yeah.
keep him steady though.
Yeah.
Over to Simon. Simon, tell us about your career. Tell us about what you've been up to and just what this whole figures film means to you so far, my man.
I'm actually pretty busy with my own short film as well, but at the same time, I want to do the best. Stop. Sorry. At the same time, I want to bring the best for figures as well. I want to have the best action scenes for Jamie, of course. This is his baby, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other than that, I haven't been doing too much. I recently got into the union. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Don't worry, we're gonna scream at them until they let you in this project. Still.
All right.
I've got Claire on the line. Claire.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to you, man, for putting in the work and getting there. Tell us a little bit about what how you got involved in not just action and action cinema, but just I guess your love of, I suppose just you started martial arts when you were 8, but I'm just kind of curious on how that developed from when you were 8 to creating a career out of it. I guess you were passionate about it as a kid, but how did that spawn a career for you?
It all goes back to my dad. My dad was an actor, was a performer in China as well, and at first I didn't know that at all because my dad, when I was very young, my dad was very old already, and he was always sick. He's always bedridden, so I didn't know he was a performer until I was in my teens, and then my mom told me, "Yeah, your dad used to shoot movies, this and that," and I was like, "What?" But I always loved martial arts since I was a kid. I always loved moving around, just jumping around, doing stuff. And I love watching film. And whenever I watch film, I always imagine myself as one of the characters. And from there, I thought, okay, this is maybe something I can do. And then around 8, I was put into wushu school. And then from there, I studied wushu for a couple of years. And when I came to Canada around age 11, I went to boxing and kickboxing. And from there, one of my coaches is actually a stunt performer himself. Okay. And he was able to shoot little videos here and there for us to just participate in. And that got me even more intrigued after finding out my dad was also in film. And I want to be a part of film as well.
Right.
And there on, just slowly, the ember has been set, and we're just blowing the ember
has erupted.
Exactly.
I don't know if anybody else saw Simon in our Indiegogo video, but you brought the passion and the fire, my man. That was your performance.
Oh, thank you.
Just in the way that you spoke, it was just the energy was so raw in there, and it's going to be visceral, and it's going to hit you in the mouth. And I was just joking in the things I was saying, but I mean them as well. I want to create something that's going to, kick our audience in the face a little bit. I was watching the new Mortal Kombat movie this past weekend, and it was just it's fun and funny, but just the sheer, whoa, they went that far. I kind of like how far they went with some of it. So I don't know. It's kind of being in an action-centric live stream here and going into that. Maybe I'm going to cast just a question to you guys. What was your favorite action film growing up? I'll start with Jamie.
Oh, growing up? That's a great question. I was really into horror movies when I was growing up, but one of those weird kids.
Right.
But one better, I guess the movie that really punched it hard that I really wanted to get into stunts was when I watched the latest Mission Impossible movie, maybe 3 or 4 years ago when it came out. Nice. After I watched that, I came out of that movie just jazzed. I was like, I have to do this. This is what I want to do. This is what I have to do. So, for lack of not being able to think of what I loved when I was a kid. I also loved the original Mortal Kombat movie as a kid. I remember jumping on my couch and trying to do split kicks. Yeah. And when I was a kid, I was that flexible, so I probably could have done them. But doing that stuff when I was a kid, learning from the Mortal Kombat films, and even the really crappy Street Fighter film I enjoyed when I was a kid. So.
Nice. Paul, over to you.
Yeah. Mine, I have 2. Growing up, absolutely. I constantly watched the movie Speed. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Nice. We'll be saying that on set a few times.
That movie's sick. I love it. I watched it again now. I'm like, wow, I had some days. And one that really hits close to home and one that I consistently watch every year is the Ip Man series. You guys have watched it? Yeah, those movies are, because I feel like the action choreography is so interesting and so like philosophical. Like there's a lot of meaning towards why they fight the way they do, and I love how they interweave like, you know, Chinese and Hong Kong culture, and I just love so much of what the story is trying to say, especially with history. So those two are the top votes. I love them to death.
I mean, Donnie's a legend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Simon?
Older movies will mostly be Chinese. So, like, because at that time we didn't have any English movies, and
I'll give us.
I guess the only two English movies I was exposed to was The Book of the Dead, like the first one, the very first one, or is that Book of the Dead, or The Evil Dead? The Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, like the first one was like the first horror film I ever watched. Was like, oh, it's so good, and I loved it. But from there, I loved horror film, or demonic horror film. And then I also watched Mission to Mars.
Oh, okay.
That's my second English film, and I loved it as well. So that got me into like sci-fi. So I'm also writing a sci-fi series right now, but we'll see. Other than that, mostly Chinese, mostly Stephen Chow. I don't know if you guys know Stephen Chow.
Give us a
Kung Fu Hustle, Shaolin Soccer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
So Stephen Chow, mostly his like earlier Chinese films, mostly from Hong Kong, and mostly look up The Flirting Scholar, King of Comedy, my favorite. King of Comedy, Flirting Scholar, and there's a bunch of other films. Like I love his films. It's so funny and yet it's action packed.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing.
There's some
and then there's Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Danny Yang. I watch other films.
Oh god, yeah, like going back into, I miss the old like Jet Li, Jackie Chan days. I remember like watching The One or like Romeo Must Die, like those movies. Oh my god, they were so much fun to watch.
Really were.
My favorite action film, I don't know if this counts, was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
Yeah,
nice.
Of course it counts.
Wow.
I don't know. That's my kind of action. I don't know. I like, maybe it's the costumes. Maybe I just want to be a Power Ranger, but yeah, that's what I go with. You guys all gave very good cine-literate answers. Like you guys came in with, you know, I applaud those answers. I appreciate those answers.
Well, thank you.
Come on, Power Rangers. That's crazy.
It's strictly nostalgia, but it is still so powerful. That's what I mean. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Well, I just wanted to like thank each of you guys for coming out and like taking the time. Like we're still a little bit away from making this film, but I guess just going around, what are you guys looking forward to about collaborating with each other on this? And also, what about what Jamie's brought to the table here has really enticed you guys? Simon and Paul, I guess. Paul, if you want to take that one.
Well, I mean, I always admire your dedication, Jamie, especially like not just seeing you on the field, you know, when we met, but like just how well you've handled this script and how much you've like, you know, went ahead with yourself and build up like the pre-production. I'm really excited to really get on the field and just see what you guys are coming up with, because like I'm ready. You know, this is good. Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna have some great stuff for you to shoot. We got some great plans up ahead of us.
Oh yeah.
So what was the question again?
I guess just from the initial like Jamie reaching out to you and like what sort of aspects about the project are you excited about? That's pretty well it.
I guess the main part I'm excited about is just Jamie's getting everybody together and he's actually doing this.
Yeah,
I love his energy and his drive when it comes to this. Like, I want this to happen. I'm gonna make it happen. It was like, do it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's gonna happen no matter what, man.
That's right.
And like I'm here no matter what. I'm gonna help you.
Awesome.
He got me immediately when he pitched the idea via Zoom, and there was something to do with the briefcase. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to give anything away, but something that happens with a briefcase. Well, it sold me. It sold me. I was like, okay, there's the movie right there. I see the movie. Let's go. Let's make this happen. And that's, you know, that's pretty exciting, man. Like, and I think, you know, we're all super passionate. How old is everybody in here? I'm 28.
28 as well.
23.
28.
Oh, you're 23.
I'm 23. Yeah.
Oh,
a baby.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I joined late.
We'll start them young.
Yes.
Yeah.
And man, I feel like with every set though, I get a year off my life. So, hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, all in, man. That's awesome. No, and as far as like what Paul is bringing to the table as far as your gear and your ability to, you know, DP something, as well as Simon, what you're bringing to the table as far as being able to visualize and also know all of the right camera angles to shoot this in a previs, so that when Paul gets to set, it's kind of like the blueprint's already laid out. He just gets to get creative with it as far as lighting, as far as angles, as far as everything goes. And as far as Jamie goes, Jamie, you're doing everything. You're reading with every actor right now. You're producing the shit out of this with me. It's, you know, it's a lot.
I mean, to keep it small and tight knit and low budget, it's got to be a small team, right? So we got to put on a couple hats. We got to put on way too many hats. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, I just want to say, like, me personally, I'm just excited, man. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm about to go on a trip to Vancouver on Thursday. I'm going to be out of the province for a few weeks, but I am kicking it high gear every day so that this project just has all the juice it needs, so that when we come back, it's game time, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, awesome. let me grab a costume piece I can show you guys. I'm slowly but surely getting costume pieces like filtering in, and we're gonna have some really cool visuals in this film that I have planned. So let me go grab it for you.
Please do.
A little teaser. What do you guys have for dinner tonight? Or have you had dinner?
I'm actually just about to have dinner.
I have no idea yet.
So,
you cook, Paul?
Yeah, but not like to the greatest extent. It's like this green curry chicken.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's good.
Right. So in this movie, there are definitely a couple goons that need to be taken care of. These goons are gonna be wearing some pretty badass things.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, that's creepy.
Not COVID related, but just cool as fuck.
I dig it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Great.
Well,
You hide a mask underneath.
The film does have roots in Japanese culture, so I wanted to pay homage to it with the samurai style masks. So
yeah,
it's gonna be really
Jamie,
cool.
without telling anybody watching too much, but at the same time giving a little bit of away because people are tuning in right now. Do you want to talk about the story a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's simply put, I mean, there's two rival crime organizations just going head to head. They both want each other out of the picture, and the main character in the film has infiltrated a drop site that is being conducted by the rival organization, and he's just going in there to hopefully fuck things up. That's pretty much it. In a nutshell, that's what it is. But trust me, there's a lot more going on in the background.
I feel like there's a lot going on in the chat right now between Simon and Stunt Dill. There's some drama going on. Well, it's pretty sweet. What I'm hoping. Yeah, I mean, what I'm hoping at this point right now is like we have a few blocks really put into place. Like obviously with casting Adam, as well as Jamie playing the main character of Curtis. I mean, we're already half cast right there. So I mean, we're really, you know, we're gearing up to get Kira, who's going to be having some insane fights with you, Jamie. Your character's name is Curtis, and we're also put out a casting call for another organization leader, which is already people are popping up at the bit. Actors want opportunities right now, and it's exciting because it's like I produced a feature film a few years ago, and I was like trying to do everything by the book. And I had to like spend a lot of money on office space, spend a lot of money on meetings, just like, and now because of COVID, it's sort of cost like everything to be Zoom. So it's like, you can actually find ways to be professional, but just through Zoom, and you don't have to spend all that money. So I don't know, how many auditions have we done now? We've done like 20 of them, and it's all been in the span of like 30 to 20 minute windows on Zoom while we're off work, and just being able to do it. So it's crazy to just make a film on the side, but like it's not really on the side, it's kind of on the forefront. But it's been quite the journey already. I'm really grateful for just getting some press going in this Indiegogo campaign. I think we're 35% into our $10,000 goal, so definitely trying to continue pushing that, guys. Like, you know, anybody watching this right now is like, we have an Indiegogo campaign. It's at the link in my bio. You can check out all of our profiles on there. We got our bios, so you can learn a little bit more about Simon, Paul, and Jamie by reading those, and myself if you feel like it. We've got some great perks lined up, and yeah, I'm just plugging the Indiegogo. You guys feel free to converse, discuss.
Hey, man, the Indiegogo is important. I mean, no matter what, we're going to film it, no matter how much it costs. I still want to go all out. I don't want to sacrifice any production value just because I have to spend my own money. No matter what, we're going to make a great production. And if I need to go into debt for a little bit, that's A-okay with me. We'll pay it off later.
Great.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that Jamie doesn't go in debt.
Yeah,
Jamie is not going into debt.
I would prefer not going in debt, but you know what? If it happens, it happens. But support us, Indiegogo. I mean, the more you support us, the better I can make people look. The more we can put into to our location as well as set dressing it. And I mean, the more time I could spend with stunt performers, training.
It'll buy you more time. Yeah, it'll buy you more time. That's the whole
God.
Yeah.
Nothing's free, which is what I'm learning in doing this production. Like everything is costing money. I've already spent $750. So I mean, I'm pushing along. And the nice thing is we have set our sights on a new location with which I think is actually going to be better in the end, and it's come at half the cost. So we're going to save some money on our location, which is nice.
Yep.
And hopefully we can feed more of that into the production, and I can be less worried and less stressed about the money side.
Jamie, this is your first film that you're ever making. Are there any things that have come up that have been unexpected so far in this process for you?
I don't know. When you first start it, I mean, I think you think it's going to be easier than it is, or it's going to be less involved. But it's I think about it like 24/7. I wake up to messages from people. I wake up to emails from things being shipped, or I get I have messages from locations, all this stuff. I'm always like, a lot of time is communication, which I'm finding out is I'm not spending all the time on structuring like the action or ordering stuff or making sure everything's ready. It's more of I'm spending all my time talking to people. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to be stressed by just having like phone calls and emails going back and forth and all that. So I would say that's been the most shocking is how much I've had to talk and communicate. It's been exhausting, but it's worth it in the end.
You're the salesman for the project. You have to be on a lot.
I'll say that's the least fun part is having to sell yourself and your material. It just feels very bigoted to be like, oh, just support us. We're really good. You're gonna really like it. Like, trust me. Trying to garner that trust in people. It feels so wrong, but you have to do it.
Yeah. Over to Paul. Paul, you've directed some projects of your own and you've gotten them out there. Have you ever had any experience with an Indiegogo campaign before?
Yeah, I had an Indiegogo campaign for a movie I made last year called Red Candle. It is a bilingual film about a Chinese Canadian trying to connect with her culture, even though she feels like she's a bridge between both cultures. And I think the Indiegogo was good and successful at the start, but I think we ran out of steam because we started slowly to get into production while it was still running. But you guys going strong because you keep on updating, you keep on pitching in whatever percentage we get to, and we just want to make the best product. And it's good that I learned from my mistakes, and the Indiegogo is going really good for you guys. I like what you're doing for sure.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. It's I feel like Indiegogo updating and maintaining it has been something more of a beast than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
No, it's all about momentum. Like even what we're doing right now is like keeping the momentum going and continuing, the action, and that's the whole point. Like we've got Simon over here, the action king, the one who reigns supreme, the one and only Mr. Actra in the house. Rocking out.
No.
Yeah. No, I remember when I talked to Simon, I was like, Simon, you've total creative freedom to do whatever you want with this project. Let's do something new. Let's do something people haven't seen. And we're going to make it brutal. Like it's going to be, I want them to watch it, have to watch it over again and be like, did that really just happen? Like something you've never seen before. And then Simon will pitch ideas to me and they're insane and I love it.
That's good.
Great.
Well, you guys are awesome, and I appreciate y'all for coming out. And I'll just, if anybody wants to say anything, feel free to pipe up. But just wanted to, let everybody know that's watching this. My name is Jade Robertson. We've got Simon Lee Fletcher, Paul Persich, and Jamie Haglin. And we're making a film, and it's going to be coming in a few months. We're going to be shooting it. And it's a very exciting action film. So if you are into filmmaking, well, stay tuned.
Right on. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank both everybody, Paul, Simon, Jade. Thank you again for being on this production with me and taking this journey with me. It's going to be a wild ride, I promise, and we're going to get some great stuff out of it.
Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. I'm excited.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
So Dylan said $10 per scorpion.
Oh,
So we're just gonna do like 100 scorpion in previs for Dylan.
Exactly. Simon already has a great scorpion lined up, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do something fun.
I knew you'd have a scorpion, Simon. I knew it.
At least 50 bucks.
Oh man.
All right.
Well, you guys all have a great night, eh?
Thank you.
Yes.
Buddy.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your night, boys.
Take care,
We'll
guys.
talk soon.
Easy.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.